What is the description? He hates no one. He's a friend to all living entities. He's compassionate. He's detached from his possessions. He's prideless, tolerant, equipoised, satisfied with what comes, steadily practices bhakti, determination and bhakti bhajan. Fixed in his intelligence is fixed in Krishna. That's nice. The summary of the translation. Why not? There's all things told you. What is the description of a devotee who has attained such peace? In response to the question, the different natures of many types of devotees are described in 8 verses. Nirmama, Vishnu says, one should not make distinctions at all. That's a good one. Who's this? Your husband? No. So you're available? Oh, yeah. No. The husband may make a distinction. He may have some mamata. One should not make distinctions at all by non-possessiveness of children and wife, by not thinking of the body as a self, nirankara. So Vishnu specifically, because 99% everybody is married, so he's bringing nirmama from the Gita, which is describing all classes of devotees, single or married, the characteristics of the advanced devotees and advancing devotees, but he's defining it in relationship to Grihastha ashram. Non-possessiveness of children and wife. If you take it to the sannyasis or vairagis, non-possessiveness of your kopans. There's a story about that. That the grihastha is naturally he's attached to his wife and vice versa, and the house and the car and all the good things we have. So the sannyasi or vairagi may be attached to his ashram, or his disciples, or his goshala, or his big gutty, his big BMW, my BMW. Or even a thiagi may be attached to his kopins. There's a story about that. The attached thiagi. So he wasn't nirmama. He was singing my kopins. These are my kopins. So when he would go and take a bath, he had 2 pair of kopin. He'd wear one, clean one, and wash one and dry. So when it was hanging to dry, sometimes the mouse would come and grab the kopin and run away. Maybe the mouse took sannyas, I don't know. Musika vairagya, Falgun vairagya. So then he was really upset about that, because he only had 2 pair of kopins, and now the mouse took 1. So he was in the forest, and he met some other tyagis, and he said, listen, there's this one pesky mouse that lives near my ashram, and every time I'm always ripping up cloth and making new kopins, and he just keeps stealing the kopins. He doesn't need anything else, just steals the kopins. So what can I do? So then the other yogi said, just keep a cat, a pussy cat. So then he got a little cat, then there were no more mice, and he had his kopins. So he was happy, he had my kopins, my 2 pair of kopins I have in my possession. I'm not lamenting over the loss. nirmama. So then the cat starts going wah, 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 all the time, wah. And then he said, why is this cat meowing all the time? And some grihastha was visiting from the village. Oh, this cat, he's so skinny, he's meowing all the time, he's hungry. You should get just, you're a sadhu, sadhus keep a cow, just keep a cow and you get some milk for you and Thakurji, and you give the balance to the cat and everybody's happy. You have your kopans, you have your cat, and everything's good. So then he got the cow, and he's getting the milk. But then he has to milk the cow twice a day, have to give the cow a bath every morning and maybe even evening in the summer. You have to brush the cow and clean and get the busa and grind up the grass. It's like a lot of work. So then he went to this guy that gave him the cow. He said, listen, my whole day is, I have my kopans, but I lost all my time. So then he says, no, there's some girls in the village, they need some extra money. You just hire some local girl, teenager girl. She'll come and take care of the cow and just give her a little, some paisa or whatever. Achatike. So then he got this teenage girl to come milk the cow, and the way things go. The sage wasn't so much nirmama, and he wasn't so much detached. And so he had his kopans, but then he was getting a little attracted to this coward girl. And pretty soon he married this coward girl. And they had a big family. And then he was thinking one day, he was sitting under a banyan tree by the lake. And he said, I was a thiagi sadhu. And I was trying to develop this quality of nirmama. Nothing is mine. And this mouse was stealing my kopans, and I was thinking, my kopans, why did he take my kopans? I never could think, maybe he needs them. He has to use them for making a sleeping bag or something for the winter, who knows. So then, just because of my attachment to my kopans, I ended up with a cow and a goshala and a wife and 5 kids. So even a tyagi can have a sense of mamata. So that's why the nirbandha krishna sambandhe yukta vairagi uchate can really be a vairagi if you connect everything to Krishna. Everything and everyone, including everything of mine and everything in me and me myself, we belong to Krishna. We're meant for His pleasure, satisfaction, and happiness. So when we develop that consciousness, don't even have to develop it, just develop devotion. If you develop devotion and love for Krishna and Guru and serving them, then all these wonderful things will come.